Well, many of you are feeling the impacts of daylight saving time this morning. We are seeing more light during the day, but it comes with that hour loss of sleep.
Dr. Kendra Becker is a sleep medicine specialist with Kaiser Permanente in San Bernardino. She is here to tell us how we can adjust to this time shift. Good morning, Doc.
Dr. Becker, good morning to you.
Morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for having me today.
You look so alert.
I know.
She understands sleep.
She knows the secret.
Yes, she does.
So what impact does this time change have on our bodies, especially for those of us who already wake up really early before the sun rises?
Yeah, so, during the spring forward, we definitely know there's a pretty decent impact on our bodies from this. Losing that 1 hour of sleep, we have seen in studies that there's an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, such as stroke and heart attacks. There can even be an increased risk of car accidents with that sleep loss during this first week. So to better prepare for it, if we had, obviously it already happened, so we're dealing with it today. But, if we could prepare for it, we would, maybe 20 or 30 minutes every night before the time change, get ready for it, like going to sleep a little bit earlier, maybe even taking a little bit of low dose melatonin. At this point now, I'd say we start, just doing some sleep hygiene techniques. We could, make sure, we're not drinking caffeine before bed or alcohol 6 hours or 4 to 6 hours before bed. Get rid of the blue lights, the phones, put them aside, get away from those for about an hour before sleep. And the most important thing to do is get some natural sunlight before when you get up in the morning before you head off to work. For you guys who don't get to do that, I'd say, it's much harder because you guys are getting up when it's still dark outside. And that's the biggest change that we see with the spring forward is the darkness in the morning. You can buy a blue light. They actually do a little alarms you can put beside your bed, and that can be helpful. The other thing that we see is that it's really wonderful that we have light out, in the evenings, but that can also make us stay up later and later. So, be careful with that. We want to still maintain your regular bedtime. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I was telling Suzanne, she was saying that she can feel the difference, and Amber says she can feel it. I can't feel it because I just barely sleep anyway,
I can feel it today. Definitely more tired and groggier than normal.
Yeah. Real quick, should children prepare any differently, especially as they go to school? I know you have a small child, Suzanne.
Yeah, with children, usually to prepare, I'd say even start earlier. They are so much more effective. They can have behavioral issues in school and doze off in school. So it's definitely something to consider. They would maybe be beneficial for starting 10 minutes of sleep earlier each night as you prepare for it. At this point, just making sure that they, start having a dark room and calming down, because their rooms, they're going to be going to sleep at 7:30 or 8, but their rooms might still be bright. So making sure that they have a nice dark room to be able to settle down in and kind of maintain their bedtime routine would be a great idea for them.
So I have been up for hours. Dr. Becker, how long is it going to take us to adjust? A week, days? What do you think?
So it usually just takes a couple days, up to a week for that. That's kind of the longest you'll see that will still occur. Like I said, the biggest thing that can occur that's more persistent is people tend to lose sleep for a chronic time if they just, push their bedtime back later. But for the most part, most people are kind of back to normal in a couple days.
And we can't let you go without asking you the recommended amount of sleep. Is it 6 hours? Is it 8 hours? Can you get away with 5?
So the answer is it depends, because most people, need 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but that's not everybody. As long as you're waking up and you feel good, then you probably are okay with a little bit less sleep, but the average person's probably 7 to 8.
All right. I want to be average. All right, doctor, thank you very much. And you're always welcome back. We appreciate it.
Thanks, you guys, so much for having me. Take care, guys.
You too.
Let's not forget, in 2018, California voters passed Prop 7, which was to stop this whole back and forth. Lawmakers just haven't made it permanent yet. So get on it, lawmakers.
I know. It's kind of stalled there. So we need that.